From the roll call I have, I think we should be like between 8 to 10. That should be on this call this morning.
Yes.
So, what number is good for us to start, or are we good to go?
Going by the number, I think we have
We are
already
fine.
formed a quorum.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's okay. So, good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming as you were invited to this call. And Pastor Emmanuel, thank you for also sharing this to others who would want to benefit from this. Okay, so
Thank you, sir.
briefly, just like I said in the message I sent, this is a training and a process I went through myself, and I paid for it so that I actually wanted to see what is inside. So I had to take the risk to do this, and from all I have seen, I saw that this is an opportunity that is of a lifetime and could be beneficial to many. Firstly, I told myself that I want to stay long in this before sharing it, but somehow I became impatient to share it. And part of the reasons why, you know, I could agree to do this for free. So, all I just want to do this morning is I want to expose us to a Forex trading strategy that has worked over the years, and I believe will continue working since it has never failed in a month. So consistency, they say, is the key. So there is professionalism and there is efficiency in what we do. So I'll quickly just go straight to share my screen. So like I said, I'll be showing us this strategy, and basically is a Forex trading platform. And what we do on that platform is that we give Forex signals. We give Forex signals to all the people that are in our circle, and we trade these signals, and then we take our profit and loss as the case may be. I think we are not promising 100% win. Of course, anybody that tells you that in Forex he wins 100%, then you should know that such a person is not telling you the truth. So there are losses, of course. So every one of us, there is no guarantee that there will be no losses. If you decide to do this, then there's no guarantee that there will be no losses. But the assurance and the guarantee is that at the end of every month, you will be in profit. So that is the only promise that we can give. So we give the signals, you trade the signals, and then you take your profit. And the thing is, this is not network marketing like bring one, bring two, like CBEX. CBEX crashed about 2 days ago, and I don't know as a lot of people fell victim of that platform. But this, you are not giving anybody your money to trade for you. You are trading yourself. You are in charge of your money. You are in charge of your funds. Everything is in your care. So there is no high blood pressure. If you gain, your gain is with you. And you can withdraw from your broker as many times as possible in a day. So invariably there is no risk of if I give what of my money, is my money safe? So you can choose your broker yourself. You can go with our own recommended broker, and then you just trade as you desire. So now I want to give us, if I have time, I will be able to, because I don't want to waste. If you can use 30 minutes to be fine. So I want to show us our result for the past 3 months. If you want me to go 6 months, I will go 6 months so that you can see. But I will go 4 months, and then if you want me to go 4 months backwards after that, I will still do that. Do you understand, please? Um so let me start from uh let me start from here. I think there was a trade yesterday. For instance, categorically yesterday, this trade we picked that we executed yesterday, this particular trade, this particular trade, there was a loss on this trade yesterday. This trade, there was this particular trade. Look at this signal. XAU USD is gold, so we are buying and selling gold. So there was gain on this second one on April 15th. Now, so that is just giving you a lowdown of what we have traded this current week. Now, let's go further to this April 13th is a summary of 1 week, last week results for last week. Our weekly signal performance report on the 8th. The market is a bit volatile now. Gold is also volatile, so you see that most you will not see like everyday signal, because we trade when we are sure, at least 83% sure that we are going to be having a win, and if not, then we close the trade. So for our last week result, it was just 2 days of trading, and in that last week, we total loss we had was 10 pips. I mean 0 pips. That means there was no loss for the whole of last week. And then the total profit for last week was 19 pips. So total gain was 195 pips rather. So there was a gain of 195 pips last week. Let us assume that you have the funds and the lot size that can help you to like risk $1 per pip. If you can risk $1 per pip for your account size, then you would have made $195 last week alone. So all of the lot sizes for every amount, these are some of the guide we are going to be giving you in the support pack, in the support group, because we have the signal group and then we also have the support group. So some other trainings and some resources you will need will be given to you in the support group. So for last week we had 195 pips. Converting that to dollar, if you risk $1 per pip, then that's $195 for last week alone. Now you will now see, this is when April 10, when the trade was called. Then this is another one on April 8 when the trade was called. So that was the two for last week. That just give you this weekly report now. Then if you see April 8, you see the weekly signal report. There was a loss in that week, excuse me, of 13 pips. So a total loss of 68 pips and a total gain profit of 55 pips. Total gain minus 13 pips. So there was a loss that week. Just like we said, there is no guarantee that there will be no losses. So this is just a small loss anyway. So if you had 13 pips, if you add it to 195 pips we had before, so you have in this month alone, based on the two summaries for this month, we have 182 pips already in profit. So if you have say, if you risked $1 per pip, that would be $182 as I speak. Of course, every account size does not risk the same amount. Some can risk $0.2, some can risk $1, some can risk $10 per pip, some can risk $100 per pip, depending on the account size. Now, April, we are on a gain of 182. So now let me move to March. Last week results, the last week of the last week of March report, we had 543 pips. Now I'll be a bit faster since we can see my screen and you understand the way I'm taking the performance report. Now here, last week of March, we had 543 pips gain for the last week of um, March. Now let me run again. So these are the individual trades, call, instructions, and information. Then for that week, then let me go straight to the next um, weekly report after that. This week also there was a loss of 255 pips. So if you remove that from 543, so 543 minus 255. So we have 288 already. So let's proceed. Let's go to the next week. Just like I said, there's no how you're not going to have one or two losses. The market can change direction without even with all your indicators. Now, the first week of March, 672 pips. So there's a profit of 672 pips. So for the month of March, a total gain of 960 pips. So again, if you could risk $1 per pip, that's $960 in the month of March. Now let's go to February quickly because of time, and then we'll sum February also. So let's see. Here in February, the last week of February, there was a total gain of 179. So let's plot that 179. Then let's go to the next result. Let's go to the next weekly result again for the month of February rather. This we have 167 pips. So let's run that. Plus 167 pips. And then let's move further down. Okay, this is another one, 428 gain. So let's plot 428. 428. I think February still has another result. Let me check before we close February. Okay, February 2, good. 262 pips plus 262 pips. So 1036 pips for the month of February. So let's run January quickly. January, we have 344 here, plus 344. Okay, okay, we have another one, 395 plus 395. Then January, do you still have? Okay, of course, there will still be a result for January. Okay, this is 95 plus 95. Then there should be one last one. Okay, 230 pips plus 230 pips. So this is 1064 pips for February. I mean that's for January rather. So let me see. Let me just go through. Let me stop at December. December we have 588 here. 588 for the last week of December. Here we have 520 for 2 weeks already. Then December again. 265. 265. And then 355. Is there still any result for December? Oh, this is November. So let me stop here. Or I don't know. Do we want me to continue? Do you want me to continue to November?
Maybe we should do 2 more, like 2 months earlier.
2 months earlier.
October,
Okay, let's go
November.
then. Okay, let's go then. Okay, let's go to November. November here we have 493. Then in another week in November, 398. That's 398. We are still in November. Here 130. 130 gain. Oh, this is September, sorry. Okay, we're in September. So I think only 2 weeks. Only 2 trading weeks for November. You know, just like I said, there is no greed in this kind of a market, in this platform. We don't. Some people want to make sure they trade every day, but on this platform they trade when they know that at least you're going to be having high probability, high possibility of gain. So for that November, I think there was just 2 trades, and that is it. That's October rather. So for total October, we had 891 gain. So let me go.
Hello, sir.
Hello,
Sorry.
sir.
Yeah, this is Christian.
All right, sir.
I think from my own end,
Yes.
apart from the fact that I am convinced by the details information you are showing, the
Yes, sir.
person that invited me to this group is
Yes,
enough
sir.
for me to key into this investment. That's the truth. Other people, I don't know who invited others, but I have to confide in the person that invited me. Now, going forward, and like I
All right.
said, you have given us a projection of um, the number, the gains that you've had. And I
Yeah.
think everyone in the house should be convinced enough. So maybe perhaps we should go into a section of question and answer. Maybe that will clarify few doubts, if I may put it that way. A quick one.
Okay, sir.
Although Pastor Manuel, I know I did not tell you this. I was one of the people that was affected for this CBX of 18, and I was just a week old in this CBX when it happened. The amount of money I lost there is almost 600,000 naira. Now, the person that brought me in told me that there's a kind of um, there's security on my capital. That's the way he puts it. Security on my capital. That means even if I'm losing things, I cannot lose my capital. So, if I may ask for this one you are introducing to us, what is the assurance of my capital first? And two, where if I want to trade, you said I have the option of trading and not trading. Now, if I don't want to trade, where will my capital and my said profit or gain, where will it be? That's my
All right,
question
sir.
for now.
Okay, sir. So
Pastor,
2 questions.
Pastor Yemi,
Yes, sir.
I also want to say that you should then move to other part of the training, not question and answer now. If you still have to round up the training before question and answer, so we won't get confused. So the performance
Okay.
record, I think we are okay and convinced enough. that this is
Okay.
profitable. We'll just move to other aspect of the training. We'll conclude first before question and answers. Thank you. That's my opinion.
That's all right. That's all right. So I think basically there is the training we are having is also just to show us this proof. Now let me quickly, I told you I became so impatient sharing this. So let me show you my, and now one of the thing here is that every a novice can do this. And why did I say that? It's because how to trade, the signals are given is in this manner. Now look at the way these trades are given. The instant execution. There's instant execution, and then there is pending order execution. Now the instant execution is that you buy it at the current market price. Then there are some that are pending orders. You'll be told you will see instant execution or pending order execution. Whichever one you will be taught. You just be taught for about, I will be sending a video of how to trade these signals, how to impute all of these parameters in the appropriate places for about just 10 minutes training. And for you to take any of these trade at any time, you cannot use 1 minute to place your trade. And then you place your trade, you go, and then you just leave the trade to run. The trade will run by itself, it will close by itself, and then drop your profit all by itself. So except if you are now giving another information, maybe the trade is going back, against us, then we can quickly send you an information to close the trade at a particular price or at a particular uh, stop loss. So everything you need to get started, how to open an account if you don't have a broker already, and how to connect your account with the trading platform, everything will be done for you. Everything, all of this training you get. But quickly, let me show so that it will not just be because I would not want to just come here and tell us that this thing is this when I have not tried it. Now, all the trades. Now, let me go down back to this week, to the last week results. Now, everybody will not enter the market at the same price, because especially if it is not excuse me, if it is not a buy pending, if it is not a pending order, so everybody will not enter the market at the same time. Now, for this particular result of last week, I traded this particular signal, on the 8th and on the 9th and on the 10th. If you can see here, 1 2 3 1 2 3, that's a total of 195 pips. Let me show you how it came to my own account. If you can see my screen, look at 1 2 3. So this was the one. If you look at the date, I don't know if you can zoom from your own end. If you can see the date, you will see that this trade was taken on the 8/4/2025. This other one was taken 8/4/2025, and then the other one was taken 10/4/2025. And look at my total gain for last week, $167. 195 pips was the total, but because I did not enter that first trade. Look at the entry price for the first trade on the 8th. On that 8th, the entry price was supposed to be 3008. I entered at 3007. So because of that, it didn't balance up with, because here I'm risking about I think 0.9, 0.8 to $1 per pip. So I made a total profit of $167. So that is it about the training. Now let me quickly answer Mr. Njoku's question. Now, um, the guarantee of your capital and of your funds depends on your broker. If you register with a regulated broker, then they are regulated, so it's just like the stock market. When CBEX came, sorry Mr. Joku for your loss in CBEX. When CBEX came, the SEC looked at the investment and told Nigerians not to invest, but we will still go ahead and invest because they are not recognized, and that CBEX was not registered with the Security and Exchange Commission as a trading platform. So any company that is registered with the regulatory body, then is a broker that is insured, and there is guarantee that they will not run away with your money. So once you know that you are trading with a regulated broker, then your capital is safe. You can look at the number of years they've existed. You can look at their rating, do research of that particular broker. So once you have a broker, just like Security and Exchange Commission and the people that trade, once you know this broker, once you know that the broker is legit, then your money is safe. So that is it. What was the second question of Mr. Njoku again? Yeah. Hello, sir. Can you remind me the second question? I know you asked two questions. How secure is your capital? Please, can we hear me?
Okay, so he said that when he locks in his capital and he doesn't want to trade, that where does
Oh,
profit
okay.
come from?
Yeah. Now, I did not say that I didn't mention that you can decide not to trade. No, you have to trade to make profit. You are not giving anybody your money. If you miss a signal, then you've lost the trade. So that is it. There is nothing like you will not trade. You have to trade to make profit. So now, the place where if you are afraid of this trading, because we have heard a lot about Forex. Many people started Forex. I know that maybe one or two persons here would have done Forex one time or the other, or maybe, but me myself, I've done Forex before. I opted out. I've done cryptocurrency before. I opted out because I was not just cut out for the reading of charts and all of those things, and I just got fed up. But this is what I can do alongside with whatever I'm doing. I can do it. I am doing it with. I just need to hear what I did on my, and I'm going to also give us that training or that process. What I did is that on the signal group, I gave it a very, very high volume for the notification. I gave it a notification that will sound differently, so that I know that when I hear that sound, I know it is time for me to trade. So I look into it, I trade within 30 seconds, 1 minute, and I'm out, and I continue what I'm doing. And then once the trade is executed, the profit comes by itself. It is automated. Once you plot in the parameters based on the way you are going to be trained, so the thing will just close by itself. So you have to trade, sir, before you can make profit. So, but if you are afraid, you don't want to use real money to trade, you can first of all trade on a demo account. Credit your demo account, trade on that demo account, and see if that works for you. So if you now see that this thing is working through, because there are some people, they may not even believe the fact that I showed this result, because they are not on the platform. They are not sure if we are cooking things up. All well and good. It is good. It is okay. But if you know you want to clear your doubt, all you need to do is what? Go ahead, trade these signals on a demo account. You will see your profit there. You cannot withdraw it. If you make a loss there, nobody is losing. You are not losing. The broker is not losing, because you are not trading with real money. You are just simulating the market. So you can do it for 1 month. I mean, you can trade the signals by yourself for for as long as you feel convinced, and then you can come back to trade. So I don't know if there's any other question before I give us the offer, and then we'll be able to end this meeting. Let me know if there is any other question or any other concern before I give us the offer, and then we'll close this meeting. So it means that we don't have questions, right? So if
Hello, sir.
that is okay.
Yeah, you were talking about demo account.
Yes, sir.
You then said you will credit your demo account. Can you explain that?
So when you open a demo account, sir, all the broker will do is you can credit your demo account with virtual money that is not real, virtual money. But that money, if you make $1,000 gain from that demo account, you cannot withdraw it. So you can create demo account with every broker, and you can credit it any amount you want. Any amount. If you want to credit it with $100,000, you can credit it with $100,000. If you want to credit it with $500, you can do that. So if you want to credit it with the amount you want, you want to simulate that. If I know I have $500, let me simulate how much I can make in 1 month with $500. You can credit that account with $500 and see what profit you make at the end of the month. So you don't
And
have
will it
anything to
cost
lose.
you to do that to credit with virtual money?
You said what, sir?
Will it cost you real money to credit your demo account with virtual money?
Not at all, sir.
Okay.
Not at all. You don't need any money to credit your demo account. That's why it is called demo. So it's not real. It's not real anyway. So can I proceed?
Yes, sir.
All right. So now the offer is this. I told us that I paid heavily to get into this. In fact, I'm still undergoing training as I speak. But all the technicalities of how to get started with the trading, I've already gotten it, and I know I can share it. Now, to get into this signal group where you'll be given daily signal, it's going to be costing money per month. So now the thing is this. The price to get into the signal group is $100 per month. $100 a month. So it means that if you want to sign in into the signal group and be getting this signal, then you're going to be paying $100 per month. Now, the caveat is this. If you know you're going to be paying that much, then you should ask yourself a question first. Am I ready for this? Am I ready to trade? Am I ready to keep my eyes and be alert whenever a trade comes in so that I don't miss out? Because if you are not meticulous about this, if you miss a lot of signals and you did not trade, what if it is the trade that came to loss that you traded and you did not trade the trades that won? Then you'll be at loss. You will not be at the same par with everybody. So number one is that if you are going to get on this group to be able to have this signal, you must be ready. In your mind, in your resources, your phone, everything must be ready. You must tell yourself, I am ready, and I will keep my, because if you don't, you are going to lose at the end of the day, because $100 is about 160,000 naira that are going to be paying. It means that if also you are going to be able to make your because that means you need $100, 160,000 naira now to pay for the signal group, and then you will need another round of money to fund your broker's account if you want to run real accounts. And that is I don't know, it depends on your financial capability, of course. Now let's assume you want to credit your broker's account with $200, and then you want to pay $100 for this Signal group, what happens? You need $300. $300 is about how much now? Is about over 500,000, right? In naira now. So, but I mean over 600,000, if I'm right, okay, not up to 600. So now this is the offer. I'm giving everybody who is ready. If you are ready, either you want to trade on demo or you want to trade on real account, depending on you. I'm going to be giving everybody 1 month free access to the Grief Signal group. 1 month free access to the Signal group. So you get on board for the 1 month and see what you can make out of that 1 month. Maybe you even want to trade the demo and see if you are ready. It's all good. But after 1 month, you'll be taken out of the group. And once you are taken out of the group, if you want to come in, you will now have two options, which I'm not ready to let that out now. All I just want for the 1 month free access is, let me see the results you're going to be having in the next 1 month. If it is something you want to take further, then you will have to discuss with me, and then we will have to agree on the terms and conditions to continue. If you be able to pay the money or not, and what actions can you take again for you to have another access into the Signal group. But I'll be telling us that once I just let us just forget let us just forget let's forget, what's it called now, let's forget the after 1 month. Leave that alone first. You are getting free access to the room for 1 month. That is what matters as at this time. Once you have proven that this will work for you, either with demo account or with real account, then we can take the discussion further. So I don't know if that makes sense.
Yes, it does. It does.
So I don't know. Does anybody have any other thing to say to the offer? Some of us are
Sorry,
not even speaking at all. Is it
sorry,
that?
I have a question there.
Okay,
Um,
sir.
when do you know a particular time to trade?
Okay. Like I said,
Since you
the
said
time.
yeah, you said you have to get a sign like a kind of a signal for you to know that okay,
Yes.
this is the time for you to start trading.
Okay. So I'm quickly going to answer that question back in the group. Now this is the Signal group. Look at this trade. Look at the time it was posted. Yesterday's trade was by 12:10 it was posted. And this is a trade. Buy now. Instant execution order. Buy now. So the time this signal is posted, by the time you watch the video of how to trade, you will understand better. Now, and the time this signal is posted is the time you are to trade. Is the time you are to trade. Look at this other one too. Look at it. On April 10, it was sent 10:49. So there is no time. The time you see the signal is the time to trade. Now, let me quickly take us through. Look at what I did to the
So
group.
sorry, due to time difference, maybe there might be time difference. So how do you know particular time? Like what I'm saying is, okay, what those that maybe they are not in Nigeria,
If you come
then how
to under notification, okay, I take them back. Now, if you click on the name of the group and you go under notification, you click on notification, then you click on customize. Let me quickly teach us that. Look at, I changed the sound of this group to a frog like sound, and I asked that, I didn't even turn on vibration. So I turned vibration on, and then what what happens is that any message that comes into this Signal group, it sound like frog, loud, and my phone will vibrate. So once I hear that sound, it is different from every other. It is different from the sound that comes from every other. Look at the default is what happens here. So it is different from the sound that comes from every other channel or any other group on this my Telegram platform. So I hear a particular kind of sound, and I know that
Trumpet,
it is
says
time
in
for
America. Trumpet.
trumpet. Because you need to know when the trade comes in. So you need to customize that channel so that you know when you hear that sound, it is not the same with every other sound. You know it is time for trade. So the time for trade is when the signal is provided on the group.
I think specifically what he's trying to say, Pastor Brojemi, is that is there a time zone difference? Like the same time that it's that lamb you get the signal here is the same time they get in UK, the same time they get in Canada. Is there a time difference? Or I think that is what he's trying to say.
Basically, the forex market. I think the time forex market uses is, if I'm right, is I think is GMT +8. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure now. But the thing is that if time difference doesn't matter. Now, if I send this signal by 10 a.m. this today, for instance, if your own time is 9 a.m. where you are, it is that 9 a.m. you have to trade.
Okay.
It is that same time. It is the time you receive the signal that you have to trade. So I don't know how time difference will, but for Ireland, for instance, Ireland, we are just maybe, except if there is a Greenwich saving, if there's this 1 hour saving time, we are always on the same time zone. But basically, we send the signal once we see that it can be in the morning, it can be in the afternoon, then we send it. Unfortunately, if it is the time that some people are sleeping, if you find out that the signals are, maybe that's one of the things you have to look for when you begin to send the signal to see if it aligns with the time you can trade in your own time zone. So if it is good for you, then you go into it. If not, then maybe you have to find, maybe you have to opt out, because if you get into it, you pay, and then you cannot trade, it of no use. So if you can study the time. Me myself, I've tried to study the time. I found that sometimes it comes by 10 a.m., sometimes it comes around 12, sometimes I think by 1 thereabout. I've studied it. It comes around that timeline between 9 and 12. Basically, sometimes 1, 2. But you can use the 1 month free to also study that to know if it works for you.
So it means you must always be online. Always.
You must, yes. That's the meaning. So
I think what we
I
now
don't know how
need is
many
how to trade.
how to trade. Yes, all of the once you are added to the group, I will send the link to the group, and then once you join the group, all you need
Hello.
to do is,
What day
let
do
me
you
finish.
trade? Is it every day? You trade every day?
We don't
Sunday,
trade every,
Saturday, Sunday.
no.
Public holidays. So
The
let's know
forex
the day.
market, runs Monday to Friday, sir. The
Okay,
forex market runs Monday to Friday. Only cryptocurrency market runs up to weekends. So, but forex market Monday to Friday, and we
holiday
trade.
inclusive.
Yes. It's an international
Okay.
organization. So holiday in Nigeria may not be holiday in US. So every weekday is a trading day. But a Chinese holiday and some major holidays may affect the market. But of course, that does not stop people from trading anyway. So trading for us is, for instance, in a week of 5 days, we can trade 2 days. So there is no anxiety, there is no rush, there is no greed. It is when you see the trade, you trade. So if you trade 3 times a week, good. If it is once, there are weeks when there will be no trade at all. If the market is too volatile and there is probability of high level of loss, then that week we will not trade. So it is better to get our. It is better to have our money with us than to trade and lose it. So that's the principle. That's the a way of safeguarding ourselves from losses as well. So it can be 2 days a week, can be 3 days, it can be all the days in a week. Any other question? So like I was saying, once you get into the group, you'll be able to see all the training you need. Telegram allows you to be able to have access to previous messages. So once you get to the support group, all the training you need will be given to you. You will see it there. And then you can watch. If you don't have a broker, then we'll give you a link to sign up with a broker. And then how to sign up also with that broker will be given to you. How to connect your MetaTrader 4 or 5, then how to trade. Those training will be given to you. How to customize your Telegram platform and all of that is also on the. So when you get to the group, you just look at all the pinned messages. Every training you need are there. Except if you are not satisfied or you have questions, then you can contact us or ask questions in the group, as the case may be. So
The next question, sir.
yes, sir.
Let's assume we have all gotten the training and we are clear and we have done everything the training requires us to do.
Yes,
what do we expect? Okay, now maybe I want to start with real account.
Okay.
So what will you expect or advise in terms of, okay, this should be your initial deposit for the trade?
So based on the expenses, especially, you have to have a projection of expenses for the Signal group. So because if you're going to be paying for the Signal group, for instance, for the next 30 days after the 1 month free, then you must be able to look at what amount of money will I have. Let's assume that I'm able to get 50% of my account size of my trading account. Let's say I can get 50%. Some I can tell you sometimes you can get 100% depending on the market. You can get 100%. For instance, a $1,000 account that risks $1 per pip and made $1,036, he has doubled his account in the market within 1 month. But you are doing it yourself. It's not any other platform doing it for you. So let's look at money. So we're looking at that, how much. Let's even assume I'm going to double my account size. That means minimally I should be able to have say $100 account, but I always advise $200 and above. $200 account and above. If you can do 1,000, why not? If you can do 2,000, why not? The more the merrier. You'll be able to control your losses with bigger accounts, and you also be able to make more profit with bigger accounts. But of course, you can always start with any amount. That's the said truth. But the recommended is just look for like $200 to start, or minimally $150 to start. If you're going to start, I think we should be looking at $150. But you can start with as low as $10. That's the truth. But advisably, you should start with at least $150 and above. Many people start with $2,000. Some people start with $1,000. It depends on your capacity. So that is it. So let's assume you are starting with $150. Let's say that's all you have. That's times in Nigeria, let's say 1,006. So approximately 250,000. $200 times 1.6, that's 320,000. So I don't know. If you are starting with $300, so that's 480. So 500,000, 1 million. You can get started on any level that you feel you can start with. But if you are starting with anything less than $100, you have to trade very, very cautiously, so that though all these, I mean, the lot sizes for each account size, the standard and the conservative is also on the platform, so that you will know, and you can ask questions based on that, so that you trade based on your account size. You don't go, if I am trading 0.1 lot on a 1,000 account, you will not be that you have $150 account or $200 account. You cannot trade 0.1 lot. You have to go for like maybe 0.1, 0.2 lot. So depending on your account size. So if I'm going to give an advice, I would say everybody should be looking for 250,000 naira to start. If you can, except if you cannot, then you can go less than that.
That 250,000 naira that you just talked about, plus the Signal Group fee, which is
That would be
160.
that would be 160. Yes, but for the first month you are getting it free. But if you are not trading, real account in the first month, then maybe you should be looking at that when you want to come on board. Except you want to take the second option that I will give us when the time comes, after 1 month from now. Yeah, the second option. Let
What's the
me
second
into
option?
second option will still give you free access to the Signal Group, but you have to meet some certain conditions, which will be given to you after 1 month.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And if you want to trade real account now, especially for those of us that does not have a broker, you will have to talk to me specially. If you want to trade real account now in this 1 month free, you need to talk to me before you deposit. So I think we are cool. So all I need to do now is to send us the links to the Signal Group and to the support group, so that we can have access. And I will also need to give you my phone number. You add me as a contact, I add you as a contact, because what I do now, for instance, is because I don't know how consistent people are on Telegram. I post it on Telegram, and I also use a broadcast list to also share the signal, so that even if you don't see it on if you are active on what's it called now, on WhatsApp, then you will get it on the WhatsApp platform. But after 1 month, if you are not cool, you'll be removed from the broadcast list and from the group. And then after 1 month, it will now be strictly Telegram. I use WhatsApp group broadcast list for the first 1 month free stuff. So once after 1 month, everyone who is not part of the whose 1 month has expired will be removed from broadcast list. By that time, you should have mastered Telegram platform. So I'll be sending the links appropriately to us individually, and to Pastor Emmanuel, who will in turn send it to other people. And then if you want to get started, then we can. I will also share my number, so that we can also link up on WhatsApp. So I think we can continue this discussion from here at any time. I want to believe. Is there anybody who is not taking up this offer? Anyone who is not taking this offer? Or who is not ready now? Or if you are ready now, just say I'm ready so that we don't
Yes,
keep ourselves.
I'm ready, sir. I'm ready to
Okay,
take.
I'm trying to be,
Ready.
I am someone who gets busy a lot, you know.
Okay.
So the concern would be, I hope I won't be on the road when the signal comes and you are trying to quickly harness the signal that God forbid that an accident happens. Anyway,
God
that's on the
forbid.
letter.
Okay.
So I would like to do the demo and
Okay,
see
that's good.
matter
What
because
I
you know that.
okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, I wanted to say that one of the things that some other people do because of their busy, maybe they are working in the office, they are onshore, offshore, and all of that. What some people do is once they see that this is something that is profitable for them, they employ somebody or get somebody, give them some stipend to be doing this for them. Some may use their wife if the spouse is not always as busy and can also be taught on how to do this. Of course, it's just 1 minute, 30 seconds, 1 minute to place a trade. So it's not by the
Yeah,
time you
that's
see
that's that's
you
that's
find
where
that
the
it's not
challenge is exactly. But sometimes that 30 seconds, 1 minute, 90 seconds can be a
this
challenge
is a
at a
lot
particular time.
at
At
a
a
particular. I
particular
understand.
time.
Yes, I understand.
Mm.
Yeah. So that's
But
why during the
it's
one
something I
month
want to do.
demo we give you an understanding of if it's something you want to proceed with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay,
Okay,
I
sir.
want to also ask. So at
Okay.
a point, I think at every given time when a signal drops,
Yes, sir.
if I so trading, does it mean that it will automatically trade everything you have as your assets there, or you have to enter how much you want to trade
You'll
at
be the
that
one
time?
to determine you'll be the one to determine what you are entering the market with, the
Okay,
amount you want to use to trade. You will
part time,
determine that
part
per
time.
time. You can change it per time. Yes.
So
Once you
irrespective
impute
of how
the
much,
first one, what do you say, sir?
right? I said irrespective of how much you have in your balance.
Yes. Your account balance should also determine how much you are ready to trade with.
Okay,
The lot size you are going to be trading should be dependent on your account size. That's why I said the recommended lot sizes per account size will be given to us in the group so that
okay,
there are two of them, the conservative one and then the standard one. For risk
okay,
takers, you can use the standard one. If you are skeptical, you should use the conservative one. So there is one that is 10% of your assets, then there's the other one that is 5% of your assets.
okay.
Yeah, and then your leverage, of course, in the market is also very key. So all of those things you get to know it as we continue to trade. All right. I
Okay.
think other people have not spoken. I don't know. Does it mean other people are not interested in the offer?
It's not as if we are not interested. Okay? When you
Okay,
hear
that's
where
good.
you can make money, you should have interest. But my problem is this: all these schedules. Some of us that are used to not staying in one place. Sometimes you leave your phone, you do some other things, you can attend to your normal work. And
Yeah.
the signal, like you have said, the signal can come within 1 minute, 30 seconds, and it has gone. So
Mm-hmm.
that is my problem because
Yeah.
it's not something that will stay for like 15, 20 minutes. Just
No.
the moment you miss that time, that means that thing has gone. And I
Now,
don't know how we'll be able to fit in for some of us that are so busy moving here and there. So that is, and sometimes even that time you might be driving, like somebody has said. Sometimes 2 hours, 3 hours, I'm behind the wheel. You know Lagos roads. Sometimes you know that I'm a bit skeptical about those
Yeah,
conditions.
that's why you have 1 month to see if it's some.
I will try that 1 month demo.
So so try it on the demo. Use 1 month to see if it is something that will work for you. So that's why we decide to give 1 month free.
Okay.
Yeah.